never slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm Jocelyn, Binwi, a content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. Do me well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that once any new video comes in, you get a notification and you watch. Thank you, and trust me, you're going to enjoy it while here. Yeah. Today's video, guys, is not going to be anything serious. Today's video is just going to be a gist. It's just going to be like a discussion between myself and my subscribers. Yeah, so if you're interested in this kind of discussion video, just stay tuned and watch till the end. So guys, I'm sure you must have already watched the video of the man in the car who is trying to run down the lady. You saw the lady screaming and screaming for her dear life. Yeah, so I want to tell you guys the story and ask you guys opinion so we can share our opinions and learn. Yeah, so this guy and the lady, they started dating while they were still in Cameroon, and the guy finally traveled out. Yeah, when he traveled out, he worked hard, and later on he brought the lady to the abroad. Yeah, mind you, the lady came to the United States when they were not yet married. So when the lady reached the United States, the guy sent the lady to school, sponsored her through her education. Like they were just living like husband and wife, though like can will stay, right? They were not yet married. Yeah, so this guy was doing everything for the lady, sponsored her through her education, took care of her. And when after some years, when the lady had gone to school, she finally made up her mind that she doesn't want to get married to the guy again. Maybe she fell in love with another man, or maybe she just made up her mind to move on from the man who brought her to the United States and sponsored her. Yeah, so this lady told the guy who brought her, that's her boyfriend, that she doesn't want to get married to him, she doesn't want to settle down with him any longer, that she is no more interested. You guys, this and as she said that, I don't know, maybe she already had friends there and other people there and stuff like that. So as she said that, one day she moves out of the man's house while the man was at work, packed her things and moved into her friend's house where they were living together. Yeah, so this man got mad. When this man came back from work, he never saw the girl. He was so mad, he was so angry, upset. And since this girl started acting funny, you know what happens now when the both of you are in a relationship, when one person wants to move on, the person starts acting funny, the person starts avoiding you and stuff like that. The person doesn't behave like in a normal relationship. Yeah, so this guy was already going through the hurt, and you can imagine all that hurt that has been accumulating. And the guy was so much in pain, he was so angry because he is the one who brought this girl to the United States, and the girl came and he sponsored her through school and everything. And towards the time that she was supposed to be done with school and they were supposed to get married, the lady refused, that she was not going to get married to that same man who sponsored her. So you can imagine the pain that the man was going through. Yeah, so he with all that anger, he came back from work, the lady was not there, so he just took his car and went straight to where the lady was. That's to the neighborhood where the lady lived. As he was going, the lady was also coming from somewhere, I don't know. As she was about to enter, the man just went with all the anger with the car and rushed her over. You saw the way he was trying to rush her over and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what happened. So what I would like us to discuss, what do you think about this? Is it really right? Does a woman that you're not married to, does she really owe you anything? Like when you're doing something for, this question is for men. Like when you're doing something for a lady you're not married to, what do you expect? Is it like, do you think you're really doing an investment that is going to yield you something in the future, or do you think you're investing rightly on a woman that you're not married to, on a lady that you're not married to? What do you guys think? Was this man wrong to do what he did, or do you accept that it was so painful, the pains that he was going through? Was it okay for him to want to rush this lady down, like to take away her life like that? So yeah, so that's what I want us to discuss, because these things really happen. They happen a lot. We have had so many cases of this, especially in the abroad. We've had so many cases of this situation where, For example, where you see a man in the abroad, he will work hard and bring a lady from Africa so that they can settle down and stuff like that. When the lady reaches there, I don't know, maybe she sees other better things, she sees other better options, and she's just going to dump the guy who brought her there and move on to another man. These things happen a lot. So what do you guys think? And there is also another situation. This one is back here in Africa. So there was one of my friends that she was dating a guy in the abroad. The guy was in Europe. So they had been dating. The guy was so serious. The guy even came here one time. The guy came here 2 times. Yeah, their relationship was really serious, like they were working towards marriage. So the guy was really interested in my friend, and when and the guy used to take care of her back here even while he was abroad. He was the one who sponsored her through her higher education, like through her professional studies. So as the lady was in school, I don't know, maybe she met other guys, or maybe after she graduated another promising man came and stuff like that. Yeah, I know ladies. Yeah, you know ladies, they always want, in fact, what they are seeing in front of them. I don't know, some people are like that. Yeah, so some other person came, and she decided that she doesn't want to get married to the guy in the abroad, that the distance is so much, that the guy doesn't even come to Cameroon that often, and she is not even very sure that he is going to get married to her and take her there immediately. And maybe her age is also adding, she needs to give birth to her children, she needs to settle down. And yeah, so the lady finally told the boyfriend in the abroad who sponsored her that she doesn't want to get married to him again, that she doesn't want to settle down with him again. Yeah, so the guy was so mad. Like, the guy had been taking care of her, doing everything for her. Like, the guy was so mad. So the guy kept calling and calling when the girl had already made up her mind. So she started dating the other guy back here in Cameroon who came for her. So this guy was so angry, like he was so angry, and he told because this girl had already introduced the guy in the abroad to her parents, so her parents knew about the guy, and the guy also used to send stuff to her parents, yeah, though they were not married yet. Yeah, so the guy got angry and said that, okay, now that you have decided to move on, I'm going to make a list of everything that I have given you, a list of every penny that I've spent on you, and you're going to pay it. Because he knew that the girl wasn't going to be able to pay. That was a way of, let me say, like, to frighten her to stay with him, because he knew that the girl was not going to be able to pay, because he had spent a lot of money. You know how much professional schools in Cameroon cost? Professional schools in Africa are so expensive. Yeah, so he got angry and wrote the list. Like, you guys, if you see what this guy wrote on the list, he wrote like everything that he bought for the girl, even a bottle of top, rubbing oil. Like, he listed everything, the school fees that they spent. All of that was almost 2 million francs, you guys. And where was this girl where was this girl going to get this money to pay, or where was this girl's family going to get this money to pay? Because the guy had threatened that if they don't pay this money, he's going to come back and sue them, he's going to take them to prison, and he's going to take her to prison and stuff like that. The guy was so mad, like the guy was so serious about what he was saying. Yeah, so the second guy now who wanted to get married to the lady, the guy back here said, okay, he's going to pay those things. The guy too here was also really interested in the lady, that he's going to pay those things, but they are going to be paying it instrumentally. Yeah, so I would like to ask this question. In our African society, I don't think it's really okay for a lady to pay back things to a guy that she is dating, that they were just merely dating. I know that in our African society, we only pay back like the like, for example, the traditional related things like the bride price and stuff like that. Is it really okay that when you're dating somebody, you begin to put into account whatever thing you have given to the person, such that when the person wants to break up with you, you ask the person to pay back the stuff, or maybe you threaten the person that you're going to do something bad to the person and stuff like that? Is it really okay? Because I know that there are only the traditional law things, like those things that they bring for knockdoor, for introduction, traditional introduction that is done before a man gets married to a lady back here in Africa. I don't know, that's what we do in Cameroon. I don't know about other African countries. I know there are only things like that, or like bride price and stuff like that, that a lady or a lady's family is supposed to pay back to a man that maybe she has refused, that the man already came and paid, and maybe she later on refused to get married to the lady. I know that there are only those kind of things that you're supposed to pay back, not little things that maybe while you're dating, and maybe while they were, and you see that maybe while they were dating, they were having like sex together, they were having there were so many benefits that he was also getting from the lady and stuff like that. Those kind of things we're not going to pay for it. So how do you quantify this? Is it really right? Have you ever had, do you know of anybody who has had this kind of situation, these two situations that I've talked about? Do you know of anybody who has gone through that, or have you ever experienced it yourself? Please share with us in the comment section. Let's discuss, you guys. I want to learn something, because I know that the only thing that a lady or a lady's family is supposed to pay back are like the traditional stuff, like the introduction, as I said, or like the bride price and stuff like that, that they are supposed to pay back to a man. If she later on refuses that, she's not going to get on with that man. Yeah, so I know that there are those kind of things that they pay. I've never known that there is any backup anywhere, that when you're dating a lady, you begin to put into account the things that you do for that lady, and when the lady finally wants to break up with you, you ask her to pay back your things. Is it really right? Is it really okay? Because after the guy said like that, the girl's parents were really threatened. They were so frightened because the guy sent so many threats, like so many threats, and the guy's family back here in Cameroon was bent. They were so angry, they were so annoyed. So the lady's parents were really afraid that maybe they could do something to their child, and so they were shivering. And thank God that the man who wanted to get married to her finally said, okay, they are going to pay these things and they are going to pay them instrumentally. And finally, do you know that the lady and the man, the second man who wanted to get married to her, the both of them, they jointly paid these things, like they paid all the money instrumentally before they could have any peace, you guys. But anyway, it was okay. It's okay because they were able to pay. What if you really spend a lot of time with somebody, that person spends like 5 million on you and then after that you don't want to get married to the person? And yeah, because life is a choice and choices change all the time. That's why you see some people even get married and maybe they are going to divorce, they are going to separate and stuff like that. Some people's choices change with time. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Is it really okay that when you're breaking up with somebody, you ask the person to pay back everything that you have been giving to the person? What about the emotional satisfaction that you guys have been having? What about the also little things that maybe the girl has been giving you? What about the love that the both of you has been sharing? Is there any way of quantifying that so that the man could also pay back? That's my question. Yeah, so I'll just leave this with you all so we can discuss, so that we can share our opinions. And if anybody has experienced this, you share it with us here. So for the lady and the man in the video you guys just watched, thank God that this lady never died and she was finally rushed to the hospital and she came back to life. Yeah, so I don't know, it's really so disheartening. It's really so painful when I know that when you spend a lot of money like a man on a lady like that, when you put in a lot and at the end she refuses to get married to you. So in this case, what about men also? Because there are some men, right, that you really date them, that you guys date for so long, like you guys are together, you know that this is my husband, and then after some time you see the man will just leave you and go and get married to another person. In most cases, you see the lady will not even do anything. I don't know the kind of anger that men have. Men have a kind of anger, you guys, that I don't understand. How on earth can you take your car and rush over a human being intentionally? How does it feel like? What kind of anger? What kind of anger for real? So let's try to control ourselves. Let's try to have some self-control. Let's try to control our anger so that when such things happen, we shouldn't act like that. Yeah, so I'll be waiting to read you guys' opinion concerning these two G's that I've dished out to you all. Yeah, so this is all what I wanted to talk about, because yeah, these things happen and maybe so many people out there that don't know how to go about it. So share your opinion. Somebody out there is just going to read, and yeah, we're all going to learn something new. So guys, this is all what I had to share today. If you've watched up to this point, Thank you so much. And if you haven't yet subscribed, do me well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that once any new gist like this comes in, you get a notification and you watch. Thank you so much, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.